Hey.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Who are we playing today?
I have no idea.
Well, we've gone through everyone who comes with the game.
Yep.
And
we've done Beowulf and we've done Eliza.
Because those are our mains. And also their DLC. There's a few more guys.
Well, they're the start of the DLC anyway. So yeah, we have Big Band, Squiggly, Fukua, and Robo-fortune.
Which of us is fighting today? Is it you?
I guess it's me.
Okay, because I've never been able to figure out any of those. Well, robo-fortune I can kind of get, but she's not the same as regular fortune.
Well, I think we'll do Big Band, because looking at the actual ones, we don't have a complete on either of these two, so I'm going to give it I am going to guess that I attempted them and didn't succeed in the past, which means that they're both probably pretty difficult.
Okay.
But Squiggly and Big Band both have complete on them.
Yeah, so you know you can do these.
Yeah.
Although, haven't you said you're not that good with Big Band?
I'm better than I am with Squiggly.
Okay.
New Meridian's a dangerous city, even for me. Especially for me.
Even especially.
I used to be a cop, and I always tried to do the right thing. But I got one thing wrong, and it just about cost me my life.
And that's why he's a robot? Oh,
so,
that's him as a
Big
person?
Band's the one on the left.
So, are these Playboy Skull Bunnies supposed to have been the DLC characters that got scrapped? Because that seems to always be the case.
They look like they should be in the background of something, though.
Yeah.
Like, they look like they could have been characters, but I'm not 100% sure. You see, I thought the police were supposed to catch the bad guys. It doesn't work like that in New Meridian. My squad was on the take from the Medici Mafia.
Is this just the Punisher?
Well, the Punisher had his family killed. I don't remember if Big Band even has a family. You can guess what happened next. The rest of the cops beat the shit out of him.
Is that an orc?
Yeah, there's a pig man there.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of a pun.
They left me for dead. They thought I was gone. They broke his legs.
Yeah. He turned out okay.
Turns out that I'm full of surprises. These days, I walk a different beat. I'm a big tuba. The Skullgirls, they play a whole different set of rules, and they'll keep on coming.
How old is he?
He's an adult.
No, I mean, like, after becoming a robot, has it been decades
Oh,
or
no,
something?
I don't think it's actually been, like, decades or anything.
So he said
maybe.
Skullgirls plural, though. How often does a Skullgirl pop up?
I think it's like every 10 years.
How old is he?
I don't know.
How many of these has he dealt with?
Until we put an end to the source of their power, the Skull Heart. That's my job. If I can do that, we don't have to worry for a while. To find the Skull Heart, I gotta track the Skullgirl. To track the Skullgirl, I gotta go where she'll be.
That's not what tracking is.
Yeah. Turns out this one has it in for the Medicis. This should be fun. Considering they broke your legs!
Yeah. How much else did they break? Because he looks like he's completely
everything. I think they
he's
just
a saxophone.
They just completely ruined everything on his body, like 100%. Time to check out the River King Casino. A Medici joint lit up like a Christmas tree with thionite readings. Thionite readings? It's theonite readings. Okay.
I'm assuming it's like theology, theocracy.
If it's not the Skullgirl, I don't know what it is. Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Is the bit over his face an actual respirator and not just part of the saxophone?
I think it's both. I think it's a respirator, and if he blows into it, that's what a bunch of the music instruments use.
So if Darth Vader were a tuba.
Yeah, he's a one-man big band.
I get it. I do.
Hey, you. Oh, wait, no, that's you.
Hey, you, big guy in the coat. Hold it. I can tell you're a pro, and I don't mean it gambling. What are you doing here?
Thought I'd try my luck. Maybe catch a show.
So he does have, like, a working face under there.
Yeah. That's about the only working part of him, too.
I assumed that was all connected permanently.
No, because, like, the back of his head looks like it might be robotic as well. I think his face is the only part of him that's, like, salvageable. And you can tell he is older than he was in the flashback. So, he's been at this a while.
Yeah, and I assumed that maybe his nose and mouth were gone. Because he has the thing open.
Yeah, he's got the respirator on.
If you can't see a body part on a person, just assume it's been, like, completely destroyed in a mob accident.
Yeah.
Accident. Well, too bad! The show caught you! What? Okay.
I don't know.
I have a feeling ain't just poker chips in those pockets. Open your coat! Oh, she thinks he's, like, smuggling something.
He's gonna flash her. No. That won't be necessary. I've seen what I need to see. Turns out this just ain't my scene.
So is Sarabella just running security at the casino?
Apparently.
Alright, should they just use her for everything, I guess?
Yes. Why don't you get back to entertaining your adoring patrons with your acrobatics?
Oh, so she's here to, like, go-go dance?
I'll see myself to the door.
I'm not stupid, buddy. I don't know what you think you're up to, but I know guys like you. And if a guy like you doesn't work for us, well, he needs a damn good reason to be here. Get it?
Girl, you don't want what you're asking for.
What am I asking for?
I don't know. A fight?
I guess.
I like that he wears a little turtleneck under his coat.
It makes sense, because you want to cover as much skin as possible if your gimmick is that you're a fucked up robot.
Oh, she got a grab on me.
I don't know if I've seen that grab before.
Here's a horn.
The tuba is his dick.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, all parts of him are the tuba. We're only saying tuba because it's a funnier word.
Yeah, it's actually a sax, but, like, who cares?
Yeah. I'm sure you could make a pun out of the sax coming out between his legs, but I don't know.
Sax on the beach.
Sure. Like, I feel like a good pun would take too much setup and it would get too gross.
I was wondering where my big step was. I couldn't find it. It's a quarter circle back with a specific kick.
Yeah, you haven't played this guy in a while.
Yeah, no, it's been a bit.
Yeah,
I thought that was a neutral. I thought that was his big kick, but it ain't.
He's not a character that either of us ever go to. He's big and slow, and he hits hard.
Yeah, but you gotta know how to use him.
Yeah. He's got decent range, though.
His grab is super good, though.
Yeah, that's got a lot of range to it for a grab.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it just shoots out there. There you go.
It's just the little horn.
So, was he a musician before he got his legs
I'm gonna guess
broke?
he was.
Jeez, one-man band, more like one-man army. Why am I quipping when I just got my shit beat?
There was a time when I cared about wasting the Medicis, but y'all have moved down a few notches in my priorities. Starting to get the voice a little bit better.
Okay.
Nowadays, I'm more worried about wasting my time.
This guy. Who's playing this guy?
Brain Brand, come in! Live 8 is under attack! You've gotta hurry! We can't...
Alright.
Since the Skullgirl didn't stick around, it looks like this was a setup.
Was she even here?
Probably not. Sorry, Missy, but I've got somewhere else I gotta be. You watch your step from now on.
Or I'll break your legs.
I'll DC you.
Oh, okay.
DC you later.
Should I use a double? Which of them is talking?
A big band, normal one. Showed up sooner than I expected, you old copycat. Who are you supposed to be? There's only one big band and you ain't fooling nobody.
Your very existence is a symbol of humanity's arrogance. The parts of you that can still be considered alive are on borrowed time, and that time is over. It's gotta be double. Who else would it be?
No, I don't know.
Even cloaked in your form, my superiority will be clear.
If you think you're scaring me, then you really don't know a damn thing about me. Let me teach you something.
No.
One truth prevails.
That's kind of a cute.
Yeah, that was a little adorable. Oh, damn.
So, The alt color for him is like
Green.
store-bought camping tent green.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a camping tent.
Is it just me, or is that green slightly shinier than his normal
Yeah,
color?
a little bit.
Yeah, like they made the effort to make him shinier if they're using that color, because it implies an artificial fabric.
Yep. It looks like
kind
it's
of
made
nice.
of rubber, like it's some kind of weird...
Yeah.
Oat.
Like he's I don't know what, like a frogman suit?
Like a rain
Like a
suit a little
wetsuit.
bit. Oh, yeah, maybe a wetsuit. That would make sense.
I mean, my initial thought looking at him was that he was like a Halo man, but I don't think he is. Because that doesn't make sense.
No, not really.
I mean, that could make sense if they wanted it to.
I
Whoa,
guess.
okay.
Oh yeah, did you forget he does that sometimes?
Just going back to his home planet.
Yeah, sometimes that's his win animation.
There I am.
I might be made of metal, but you're the one with the tin ear. You might try to copy my style, but you can never fake sound.
That's not what he said.
Oh, but you can't fake sound.
Soul.
Fake soul. Damn it!
It's okay.
Whatever.
The next time we fight, my power will not be so limited. I'm going all over with the inflection with her today. I'm just trying to make it different.
The big band. Somebody got in here and trashed the place.
It looks the same as it did a second ago.
Yeah. While they were doing it, someone else kept me out.
That was me.
Figures. It wasn't me they wanted. It was the doc.
Is he dead?
Yeah, I think that's why he didn't have a picture show up, but he had ellipsis. Damn. My night just got a whole hell of a lot worse.
They should have just had a picture of him but dead.
Of course, soon enough, theirs will too. When I catch up with them. They trashed this place good. It doesn't really look that trashed.
Yeah, really. Well, I can see some blood splatters on that giant computer thing.
Yeah, maybe. They knew what to hit, and they knew how hard. They've been in a lab like this one before.
So, we've seen this place trashed before, right?
Yeah.
This was Painwheel, right?
Yep. And these scalpels, they ain't
Oh, that's
the docs.
Valentine.
And they sure as hell ain't what you'd find down in New Meridian General either. This gives me some ideas.
Yeah, it's a Valentine. Painwheel sometimes also
Yeah.
comes in here and fucks the place up.
Time to find the Lab 8 survivors before someone else does. That little, I love that he has that little squiggly,
That
the thing
little
that's holding.
pincer
Yeah,
thing.
the
Does he
pincer
have
thing is
real
adorable.
hands?
I don't think he does. I think that's the closest thing to a real hand that he has.
Huh.
Also, he works for the same lab that created Peacock.
Okay. So is she one of the survivors he has to go find? There she is.
Possibly.
Which of us is being her today?
You are Peacock, so go for it.
All right. Which voice?
I don't remember.
I was using an awful voice for her
Yeah.
originally, and I couldn't do it. So
Yeah. Give her any voice.
that Skullgirl's got my blood on the boil. Come on, boys, we're off. Is
think
that too
she's-
close to double?
Yeah, it's very close to double. I think she's also got like a Brooklyn accent. It's murder time.
I can try a Brooklyn
Yeah,
accent.
I don't care.
I was
Avery's
doing
the
one
little
for
bird.
Philia. Oop, okay.
Oh, this is another character. This one was going to be DLC and lost in the competition.
Okay. She's gross.
Yeah, she's made of organs.
I guess I'll come up with a voice for her.
Go for it.
We're returning to Lab 8 to pick up the pieces, Peacock. That's our priority. Who?
Ledoux. I'm with Ilium. This fight isn't over, and we need to get our hands on whatever might help. I don't know how that character would sound. He looks like a fucking shonen
cares?
protagonist.
I'm just gonna do the voice I was using for Philia because she's
Okay.
not here right now. Who are all these people?
A lot of fucking characters who never went anywhere.
They might come back, Peacock. We've got to get there first. Did you trade your brain for a beehive? That's not actually Brooklyn, is it?
No, not at all.
What fucking voice is
I don't
that?
know what you're doing. I
don't
didn't even
know.
hear an accent.
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm just gonna go back to the Mickey
Just
Mouse
do
voice.
Meowth.
Okay. I get the Skullgirl. I smash the skull hot. Kerpow! After that, easy street. Is that a Meowth voice?
A little bit.
Okay, I'm
Not
bad
so
at these.
fast.
Oh man, not the blowhard. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
it's
the other
Avery.
guy.
Scram! Beat it! Get out of here, you big mook! It's the little bird. I don't know why I'm giving it that voice.
Because it's funny.
I guess. Take it easy, Peacock. Stop and think.
Thinking ain't my game, brassafrass. My job is clobbering Skullgirls.
Goyles.
Goyles. How's about you take care of the kitties while I exit stage left? I can't sustain that voice. I can't do it. It's
Big
that
talk.
weird fake deep.
Big talk, but you ain't ready to walk that talk.
What?
We'll track her down and take her out together.
That's you.
Or Saxy ain't gonna let you go. Clean his clock. Oh, old Saxy. It
So
looked like an R.
they're on the same team,
Yeah.
and Peacock's just being a prima donna about it.
Don't clown me, Peacock. I do not fool around.
Too bad, Big Bird. All I do is fool around. Gross.
Yeah, that was a little gross. Because that has double entendre there, and it's not a good one.
Yeah.
I think that was accidental. There's a shark in the background that's Stanley. He is also a DLC character that didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
He's his whole thing is that he's one of the... Oh, no, I can't let her... Oh, shit. I can't let her do this!
So it's literally just he's like, hey, our place got trashed and you're living under a bridge. Let's work together. And she's like, no, I'm not working together.
I don't think she's living there. I think that was more like a thing where she just happens to be hanging out with her friends there or something.
Yeah, but the place got trashed.
Yeah, that is true. Stanley the Shark Man there, though, his entire fucking thing is he's a scientist, and I think he hulks out was the original plan for, like, how he did a bunch of his stuff. Like, he's a tiny little man, and...
You gotta have a special you can flip out.
Yeah, basically. Oh,
Oh, there you go.
oh wow, she killed me in the aftermath.
Okay.
Did that count?
I think it counted.
Okay, good.
You pack a wallop for an old guy, but you can't stop this tune. Don't refer to yourself that way. That's so dumb. Oh, Tommy. Who? Oh.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Damn, she's gone.
Good, I don't have to do a voice anymore.
That fool is gonna get herself killed. If she can't even take me out, no way she's ready to face off against a Skullgirl. And if I can't stop... My voice cracked.
It's okay.
And if I can't stop her, dr.Avian's work goes down the drain. Ain't no way I'm gonna allow that. Especially not now. Sorry, but I've gotta go after her.
What's holding his glasses together?
His eyes.
I guess I'll come up with a voice for him.
No, I can give him one.
Okay.
Don't worry about us. You take care of Peacock. We'll head back to the lab.
Alright, good voice.
The doc didn't make it out. So now I've got to track down Peacock, the Skullgirl, and his killer. I'd say I was earning my pension tonight, but somehow I don't think Lab 8 offers a retirement plan. I like to think we offer other benefits.
Like robot dicks, apparently.
Ain't that right? Later, Whitefin.
Be careful, Ben. Come back to us in one piece.
Gotta go, gotta go.
What?
Nothing, forget it.
Oh good, this is a character I was just using normal voice for. What is it about tonight? I can't swing a dead me without hitting an alley full of weirdos. And looky here, a Medici Tin Man out for a stroll, right next to a body of water conveniently placed for dumping his sorry corpse, too. Good thing this one looks like he'll sink. It's time to get some revenge for the Fishbone Gang.
You're messing with the wrong man, lady.
Why would she assume he was with the Medicis?
Because Tin Man is a word you use for cops. She recognizes him as an officer, I think.
His face is completely covered.
I know.
We'll see about that.
It could be because he kind of looks like a detective, even with like all the garbage going on.
Yeah, maybe. So he's just rolling through all the criminals, which is most of the cast.
Yeah, most of the cast is criminals, so sure.
Yeah, I mean, is there anyone who we can confidently say is not a criminal? Maybe Philia.
Philia doesn't know she's a criminal if she is.
Yeah, because she is supposed to be
She's part of the Medici family, so it's like, yeah, she's probably a criminal.
She just goes to school.
She also has amnesia, so it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, Parasol's not a villain. Unless you count her weird Nazi imagery.
Fortune, hold it. This is my old partner. This was one of the guys in the background of the first shot, too.
Oh, okay.
Not the shot where he gets beaten the shit out of him. This is the one where they're arresting the bunny girls. It's this dude in Big Band.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice. Now he tells me. Oh yeah, he was at the end of Fortune's thing.
Yeah,
So
they became a working duo or something like that.
Yeah, right at the end of her thing.
If you won't run off on your own. Sorry, Ben, she's with me. Little flaky, but she gets the job done in the end. She's helping me do some recon. You used to cuff them, not cuddle them.
Ugh.
Yeah. She's helping me with a case, Ben. I need all the help I can get. Things are crazy these days, though you don't need me to tell you that.
Why are you a robot?
You can say that again. The Skullgirl got some help that knows a bit too much about the ASG operation. The lab got tossed and Avian's dead.
Are these labs, like, acknowledged officially by the government? I've never been sure.
Actually, I was looking for you. Things are going to hell around here, but I'll spare you the song and dance. It sounds like you've got much bigger problems, my friend. I'm looking for... These voices are so close,
Well,
it's throwing me off. I know. I'm looking for someone who doesn't use heavy-duty... Oh, for someone who uses heavy-duty scalpels. Someone who knows their way around a lab, too. And if it's who I think it is, there ain't an aspirin big enough to dent my headaches tonight.
So he knows Valentine? Like,
Probably.
what, did they date or something?
Say no more. Get on with your search, big man. If you want my advice, head downtown. There's some shady goings-on that smell like Skullgirl. And don't worry about me, alright? I'm no rookie. I can handle one dismembered small-timer. Just don't let her out of your sight.
Stop cuddling her.
Yeah, and if you get him killed, lady, I'll be back to separate your head from your shoulders permanently.
Oh, officer, I'm as innocent as a kitten.
Do I look stupid?
Yes. Well...
Can it? He's been canned.
I figured she'd say something along the lines of, yes.
This is the one I remember where Marie has a very weird stage compared to the other ones.
Yeah, it is different looking.
What in the hell was that?
Are we still in Chinatown?
New Meridian, you mean? Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, we're out of the
Oh,
Innsmouth
okay.
quadrant. We're just in New Meridian.
Which of... do you need a break?
The Skullgirl has revealed herself, and her attention is fixed elsewhere. She may have destroyed Lab 8, but now she has found a more fitting target for her wrath. Join me. I want to use New Meridian cleaned up. Oh. I want to see New Meridian cleaned up, but not like this. Damn. This is the perfect opportunity. While her attention is fixed on keeping that tower aloft, she is vulnerable. We must strike immediately and decisively. You will engage the Skullgirl with Painwheel. The Skullgirl will not be able to retaliate, and should be no match for a coordinated assault from 2 ASG units. No dice. Do you know how many people will die if we do it your way? If she drops the tower? We've got her in our sights now. It's only a matter of time before we take her down. We can do it without the collateral damage. This is of no consequence. The only thing that matters is destroying her before her powers further awaken.
You're gonna need so much
I
more
know.
soup after this.
You know, if you couldn't see your big damn brain... Oh, you know, if I couldn't see your big damn brain, I'd be asking myself if you even had one. This is your response after you cost us Avian? The only miscalculation I've made is in attempting to work with another soft-hearted fool from Lab 8. Avian at least served the cause by creating weapons to battle the Skullgirls, even if those weapons have obvious flaws.
Like being a tuba.
Like being people. Mine are not so weak. Painwheel, it falls to you. Go now and attack the Skullgirl.
I don't know. Painwheel doesn't succeed much, I've noticed.
Yeah. Nope. I don't think so. If we must go through you, then it is what we will do. Painwheel, destroy the defective tool. And do it quickly. You must pursue the Skullgirl before we lose our chance. We must... No, you. Okay.
Stop ordering me! I don't... We've used
Do
a million
it
voices.
now! Do it! Blech.
So, normally...
I think I'm usually Painwheel.
Yeah, but you're doing everyone
Yeah,
right
I've
now.
noticed.
Okay, so Painwheel is usually not considered that high tier, even amongst
No,
the people
never.
who made her. Like, half of the storyline for her is just Valentine testing her. And she just kind of, like, if you beat her story mode, yeah, she wins. But,
Sort of.
she wins because you beat the story mode.
Yeah, it's entirely your fault she wins.
Yeah, but, like,
Get the
even
fuck out of
then,
here.
like, she's no more formidable than any of the regular
I
characters.
just perfected her.
like she's treated by Valentine and all of them as being kind of just like, oh, we made this thing, we don't know how good it's gonna be, but it looks pretty cool. And this guy's like, mine can totally beat the Skullgirl. It's like, you can't prove that.
You should have defeated a relic such as this one easily. I saw to that, but I can sense your resistance, pain.
See, he's learning what I was just saying.
I had thought you would be the perfect vessel, but sadly you yet require refinement. You've wasted my efforts. Return to Lab Zero immediately for reprogramming.
No!
I will expect you shortly. Obey my command or suffer the consequences. I will tolerate no further disappointment.
If she's supposed to be a perfect weapon, why did they bother giving her, like, the little updo with the pins in her hair and all this other stuff? Because she looks like she looks way too much like she's supposed to be kind of like this weird Guro sexy, as opposed to being an efficient weapon.
I don't know. Like, they would have cut her hair otherwise. Maybe they just didn't want to do that.
Yeah,
Maybe they had a reason to pin
pullable.
that there.
I don't know. Maybe it's holding something in her brain,
Yeah. You don't have to listen to him, girl.
Who are you?
I'm just another anti-Skullgirl soldier. The difference is nobody tells me what to do. And if you let us help you, it could be the same for you. While that knucklehead was running his mouth, I called a friend. Ledoux.
Is that really a silent C?
I don't know. I have to assume it is.
Okay.
He'll be here soon, and he'll take you somewhere safe.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah, Big Ban's a good guy.
Note that the guys from his lab don't look like Painwheel. Like, none of them.
Yeah.
They're all, like, reasonably practical, although a little silly.
Yeah, and then Brain Drain's guys are all fucked up.
I mean, there's that lady made out of guts, but it didn't look like she was for combat.
No. They've done some terrible things to her. You want me to take her back to Lab 8's crew? Yep. Ilium will know what to do. What are you gonna do? You know what? I'm starting to question if Leduc is a girl or a boy.
I don't know.
Me?
It could be whatever they want.
I've got to track down the other one before she gets herself killed. And now I know where she'll be.
This art style does sometimes emphasize pectorals in a way where they could just be small boobs. But then if you see someone with actual boobs, they look like that. So then it's kind of clear, it's like, no, if those were boobs, you'd know they were boobs.
Yeah.
Another Lab 8 loser. Makes 3 for 1 today. First, that fool Avian.
So Peacock is here. Thanks.
More like was. You're a bit late, I'm afraid. Maria's made short work of her, as Double and I will of you.
I see how it is. You knocked off the dock while your shifty pal Double, nice name there, real clever, kept me busy.
And now I will defeat you on my own terms, not yours.
Haha. A nurse and a nun. You ever read your own job descriptions? I'll buy you a paper so you can check the classifieds. It's cheap, and you might learn something.
He's just calling us hookers. Fuck you.
No, I think he's trying to say you're both assassin murderers, and that's not what a nurse or a nun should be.
I guess, but I mean, it is kind of just, it's a sexy nurse and
I
a
guess.
terrifying nun. I don't know, it feels like he's calling us sluts. The only one who's going to learn a lesson here is you. You'll feel a little sting, and then you won't feel anything at all.
I bumped the table, by the way.
Whoops.
Yep. Think so? I'm not so sure. You don't seem like much without your squad. The Last Hope has a lot to answer for. Where are they?
Gone, although I keep their mementos with me. I can schedule an appointment if you want to meet them. In fact, I have an opening right now.
The Last Hope was the nurse group that we saw in
The
Valentine's
ninja nurses,
thing. Yeah.
right.
Mementos? How sweet. Since it looks like you turned traitor in exchange for your life. That's when you hooked up with the churchy friend, right?
I saw an opportunity and I took it. We all run out of luck one day, like you did all those years ago. like you did just now. And you will never trouble another soul!
We gotta fight them normal.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, I was saying that, like, the Lab 8 guys tend to look reasonably practical. Like, even Peacock, who looks, like, ridiculous, at least doesn't look like she's completely exposed the way Painwheel does.
Yeah.
And then, like, Valentine made Painwheel, and she's got her tits out constantly, and Painwheel just does not look practical. It's like, whoever is it, even that other guy had an exposed brain. Like, that's not practical.
Probably not. But he's the Avian. He's the doctor there.
Oh, well, either way, like, it seems like one of the big defining aesthetic differences is that the Lab 8, which is supposed to be like, oh, they are, you know, slightly more forgiving of their creations and they treat them like people. Like, they also let them dress vaguely like people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Big Man still just kind of looks like a tent, but...
I think he's just gigantic underneath.
Yeah, it's practical looking, though. Like, it covers all those weird robot bits, and it looks like... It looks like it's probably protecting him from the rain.
Yeah. I think maybe it's just keeping a lot of parts in, and so people don't immediately question why there's, like, a bunch of tubas walking down the street. Like, I assume if you took that off, it just looked like a mess of problems.
Now I want to see I want to see his tubas.
His mess of problems, maybe.
Yeah. I'm just curious now.
Yeah, and again, we have that issue where the resolution is different between the characters.
A little. It's
like,
not
it looks
that
like
bad.
the art style kind of shifted a little bit between the time that the DLC and the original game
Yeah,
came
Marie
out.
would probably have been one of the first ones they did art for because she's in everything.
Potentially. I sure hope Peacock isn't dead. I'd whoop you either way, but I'll enjoy it more if I'm not distracted by rage.
You mean Patricia? No, I didn't kill her. I could not. But for the sake of destroying the ones who abused us, I was forced to deal with her.
And now you have to deal with me.
Don't you mean us, Big Blag?
That's not a good pun. Peacock? Look at the little...
Doo-doo.
Yeah. And he's just skull trumpeting.
The one and only. Patricia, you intend to battle me again? That first go-round was just a warm-up, old pal. Now I've got my backup band, it's time to jam. You want the Medicis to pay. Why then must you fight me?
You both want the Medicis to pay.
Yeah.
The Medicis are run-of-the-mill street trash. But you, there's no bigger threat than a Skullgirl on the loose. Nothing personal these days. But these days, I have just one job. To stop your heart from beating.
Okay, hold on. I was tired.
Yeah, take your time.
Turns out we got hired by the same employer. They ain't too picky, but what can you do? Business is booming. Why, you ask? It's Skullgirl season.
Have you ever noticed that Peacock's hat is, like, really small compared to the size of her head?
Yeah, but isn't it part of her powers is she just makes cartoon holes?
I mean,
so that might be one in her hat.
Maybe.
Once at the orphanage, you tried to save me, but I won't hold back this time.
It's what got Peacock killed.
That's why I gotta do this, Marie. You're losing control. Then I'm losing control of that voice.
Yeah, I noticed.
Then come if you dare.
See, so Big Band's final fight is more like Peacock's.
Yeah.
He's there, but he's not really, like, you know, the main attraction here.
Yeah, but you're still playing... Oh, no, they start you as Peacock?
Yep, you play as both.
What the hell?
Yeah, you play as both.
They don't even start you with him in front.
Nope. You play as both, and it starts with...
Well, you don't even need to bring him out for this, because
nope, I can
your
do this.
main, one of your mains.
Well, I can do this, yeah. As long as this isn't going to be too bad, because it's been a bit since I've played Peacock.
Yeah, lately you've been mostly using Beowulf.
I've been using Beowulf almost exclusively, yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine. It'll come back to you.
Yeah, it's not too bad anyway. I know I just gotta sit here and do, like, long distance stuff anyway. It's kind of a cheap way to fight, but I got it. I guess it's a thing.
So there are labs, like, 1 through 7, right?
Should be, because Lab 8 and Lab 0 are two different labs. So there's 0 And then at least 1 through 8 on top
How many
of
of them had defined characters that were going to be DLC that didn't
I don't
get
think
in?
any of them, actually. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, this game gets really intense with that. But, like, none for other numbered labs?
Not as
I
far
don't
as
know.
I can recall, yeah.
Well, there's probably never going to be a sequel to this game, so we'll never know.
Oh, don't say that. That's a depressing thought. I'd like there to be a sequel to Skullgirls.
Yeah, but we've heard nothing about that, right?
No, yeah. And they've got a different game coming out, Indivisible.
Yeah, maybe after that they'll do one.
Maybe.
There he is.
Yeah, I forgot I could bring out... Oh, damn, that was a big hit.
Yeah. Well, you
Okay.
got her mostly down.
Yeah, but
That's
Big
fine.
Ben's not so good at fights like this
Yeah.
because he's got to be so close in.
Yeah, but everything he does has a decent range, even if it is close combat. Because
Yeah,
his
and it does
tubas
pretty
are
good
so
damage
big.
in all fairness, so yeah.
Man, we got a small freeze frame on his tuba dick there.
Yeah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my greatest hit.
Oh, that's also you, normally.
Yeah, you can do the voice if you want. I don't remember what Skullgirl is half the time.
Every time you destroy this vessel, another will appear. It's drunk double.
Yeah.
There's no purpose to your actions. I'll always return.
So what?
Ow.
Yeah.
Now there's 5 of me.
Now, them's just Medici skulls.
Yeah, probably.
They turn to dust better than any other skull.
How well animated that is. Look at that. They're just
I like
dooting
it.
around in the
It's
front.
parallax animation, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was
really
a little
good.
silly.
This is too, technically.
Yeah, this looks better. Not bad, Big Ben. You did good, I guess. Not like these cuckoos.
Did you catch, by the way, that he's Big Band, but his real name's Ben, so he is Big Ben?
And she just refuses to use his real name.
Yeah. Hey! You'll have your day. You just have to live long enough to see it. Getting beat by the Skullgirl is just a reality check. The next one's gonna hurt even worse.
We're sending you to high school.
It might even kill you. I think it means the next Skullgirl.
Oh, sure.
If you want to survive it, you'd better learn your lesson, and learn it good.
I ain't a big fan of reality pops, and lessons put me to sleep. Give me cartoons any day.
I like that they're just riding on Big Band now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a rocket ship. Kinda.
Sometimes you gotta be taught your limitations the hard way. The good news is that you don't have to face reality alone.
He's trying to be like a cool dad.
Yeah, he kinda is. I mean, Lab 8 is destroyed, so he and the rest of the experiments are the only ones left now.
Eh. But he's trying, like, explicitly to be a cool dad.
Truth is, you never stop learning. I got a refresher today, too. Painwheel and Peacock and others like them. Need somebody to keep them on track. Might as well be me, right? I'm not dumb enough to think this is a happy ending. Ain't no such thing. The nun, the nurse, and the Skullgirl ain't the only shadows falling on New Meridian. We're gonna need those girls if we don't want to lose the last of the light. Seeing the Skullgirl trash my city and kill my comrades, taking her down wasn't for revenge, but it felt good just the same. This city and me, we've seen through a lot. New Meridian is not what it used to be, but neither am I.
I'm a robot tuba. Yo, Bandcamp, you ever think about publishing your stories? We'll call them defective comics. This is inappropriate right now, Peacock.
Nah, I don't want to steal the spotlight from you. We wouldn't even have to change the title.
Okay, that's good. Hey, wait a minute. Sure.
Yeah.
No, he seems like he's very, like, explicitly being like, oh, here's some random girl with, like, bits of science on her. You know what? We'll just adopt this one. Oh, here's this other one who keeps bad-mouthing me. Well, I'm gonna just be a dad to you because shut up. You're taking it. And it's
He's like an old-ass man who's just trying to,
yeah,
I don't know,
like,
do
they
whatever
gave
he's
no
doing.
indication that that's a part of, like, his motivation. Like, they didn't be
guess.
like, oh, well, his family was killed by the mob or anything, which would have just literally been Punisher, so whatever.
Yeah, maybe they didn't do it because it would have just been Punisher.
Yeah, but, like, it's, like, right at the end, it feels like he's actually like just explicitly doing that, but you're not given any real depth to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like he starts out a detective and he pushes that whole detective angle, and then near the end he kind of is like, okay, I'm old, I'm just gonna raise these fucking like girls without parents anymore, I guess.
Yeah, just like a bunch of teen girls.
And then a squad.
Yeah, they kind of, if he gets enough of them, they would be a squad, and they all have basically the same purpose.
Yeah, a little bit. They're just Skullgirl killers or whatever.
Yeah. Alright.
What are we gonna do for size?
I have an idea.
What's up?
You play as Big Band.
Okay.
Oh, you can be Peacock too if you want. You can be both if you want.
I can do both.
And let's see. Got one.
Back on the beat.
I forget if he has any good colors. Oh, who am I kidding? He totally has good colors. Yeah,
Is that TDD?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I forgot he had that one.
There we go. This is themed, and I didn't pick fancy colors because I don't care. They're whatever.
DDD and fucking Milk Chan.
They're random because I just selected them without caring. And we're in Egypt. Okay, sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get my final smash out. Yep.
I don't know how to use Pain Wheel.
Yeah, that seems like a bad choice.
Yeah, but I figured we'd make it look like the story.
I guess that's true. That is kind of part of the story.
Yeah, this is me remembering what Pain Wheel is like.
Yeah.
Kind of
she can
getting it.
fly if you remember how to do it.
No, I don't.
Okay. I figured you might not, so like I'm just telling you.
Oh, I got it. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks for reminding me to die.
Yep. Anytime. Oh, fuck.
There you go. Now I just have to deal with the one you're good with.
Yep. A little bit.
Oh. Right, that one's got a specific angle.
Yep.
Damn it, I still got one. We're more or less tied.
Yeah, beat you to death in a sack, by the way.
Damn it! Yeah, I don't know how to use double either. I just figured it should look like like the battles we fought. It just seemed
fair.
like a good idea to have like this late in the game.
That's fair. Oh god.
What?
You turned into Tommy! Oh, that's awful.
Nice.
Shit. That's such a big one, too! I think that's your one that if you were to finish it with that, I'm pretty sure you would have gotten
shit.
like your, They have a special kind of finish in this game. Like a fatality in Mortal Kombat, but like not. That comes with a little bit of like a cutscene at the very end.
Yeah, no, that was an accident. But
Yeah,
that was closer than I thought it was.
Oh yeah,
going
that
to
was
be.
way closer.
Yeah. So, final thoughts.
Big Band's a cool character. I'm sorry if I ruined that voice. Like, my voice is not very good to begin with
Yeah,
today.
you woke up with a bit of a
Yeah,
scratchy
I've been
throat.
kind of gravelly.
Yeah, my voices have been getting worse progressively this whole time. I'm not sorry, though.
That's fine. You
Nah, I
just
am.
gotta have focus on what you're trying to do for the voice. And stuff
Yeah,
like
well, okay, so, I mean, other than doing things like this, my verbal communication skills are variable.
that. Okay.
I mean, you know that. You
Yeah.
know that.
Big Band's pretty cool. I actually like Big Band. He's a good guy in this, and it's one of those weird things where it's like people had reservations about putting guys in this game at all, and it was him and Beowulf.
The game started as all-female cast, so it felt weird.
Yeah, and it did a little bit. But then he and Beowulf came in, and it's like, Beowulf I think is pretty good. He's just WrestleMan. And I feel like Big Band was a pretty okay guy, too.
Yeah, like, they both... Well, Beowulf kind of doesn't fit with any of the other characters, but, like, he's got reasons for it.
Yeah.
But, like, Big Band kind of slips into the plot pretty well. Like, he's kind of incorporated into it in a way that it makes sense for him to be here. They made him friends with a character who was in the game. And he doesn't look like a dude so much as he looks like a box with a tuba in it.
Just a big robot.
Yeah, so it's not... Like, with Beowulf, I made the jokes like, oh, well, it's this dude who's just beating up these little girls. Haha. It's like, yeah, it kind of looks weird, especially if he's the only one. But then Big Band kind of just... He could be anything. He's a Zamboni.
Yeah, he's a literal just living
it's
Zamboni.
Like, whatever.
Okay, I got nothing else.
Yep, we're good.
All right, have a good night, everybody.
See you next week.